All right, Yasser, we are live. Welcome everyone to the Chessbrah show.
Absolutely. Great to be here with you, Eric. Great that everyone is joining us. Thank you all for tuning in.
I gave people a few hours notice that you might be joining, so we'll see if people are up to date on social media, because if not, then they're going to be missing a session with Yaz.
Exactly. The big news here in Europe was the Bundesliga playoff.
Bundesliga, yes.
Yeah. Anish Giri won on board one for his team against Fabiano Caruana, but Fabi's team won despite his loss.
Baden-Baden, the powerhouse.
Yes. So what are you going to do? You're going to play some chess?
Before I play some chess, I want to ask the audience, rate Yasser's beard out of 10.
No, it's not even a beard.
He is not taking... Yasser is coming in looking rugged.
Yeah.
He's preparing for like a Liam Neeson role. He's going to do an action flick, and he's going to take down some people.
I wouldn't go that far, but let's say I managed to cut myself while shaving and decided to give it a rest.
I like it. We need more of it.
Okay.
So I haven't been playing much chess yesterday, Yasser, but I did get to play Fabiano for like 3.5 hours the other week.
Wow, fantastic!
And it was pretty much even, and we just posted that on YouTube.
Cool. How come I'm not seeing? How come I'm not seeing the chat on the Twitch TV?
You have to go to Twitch TV/chess. Are you there? It's not Chessbrah. It's on /chess.
Switch TV/chess. Yeah.
Chess, and then you'll see the chat. They're not a friendly bunch, but they're
not a friendly bunch.
Oh, they keep saying you should use your bamboo stick.
Yeah. They say Klimt Killer says Fabi won. Uh-oh.
I'm playing Seirawan here. Yeah. Our video guy from Amsterdam. Shout out to Seirawan.
Switch TV.
Twitch, not Switch. Do you have it open?
Okay, so what are you doing here, Eric? What are you doing?
I'm really rusty, Yasser. I mean, this week I had to wake up at 6 a.m. I've been up at 6 a.m. every day of the week, and I'm not the type of guy to wake up at 6 a.m. normally. Uh-oh.
Brutal.
Got some pain here.
Uh-oh. Your opponent castled long? Castled queenside? Ooh.
Yeah, so the boys are building a trailer park in St. Louis. We got 4 people over there preparing for Norway chess.
A trailer park?
Yeah, so Amon's there, and Mannered Monkey and Jaren. We got the whole crew there. Oh, that's another piece. And yeah, we're just preparing for that. And here in Montreal, we're sort of the backup crew, and we're here. We're on standby.
You're on standby.
Yes.
Uh-oh. This is like a warm-up for White. He didn't want to lose his pawn?
What's new with you, Yasser? We miss you.
Oof. Well, let's see what's happened. It's already been some time ago. After the U.S. Championship, I was literally rushing back to Europe because there was a tournament coming up in Malmö, Sweden, the Sigemund tournament. And it was a very, very nice event, a 6-player single round robin, so it was quite short, actually. But I got a chance to hook up with an old buddy, Alexander Morozevich, who was playing. We don't hear too much from Sasha these days. But I got a chance to hang out with him, and that tournament lasted about 8, 9, 10 days. And then after that, it's, well, I hate to say it, but it's really been tax season for me. as a U.S. citizen living in Holland, I get the fine privilege of
June
paying
15th?
taxes.
But
for
yeah.
paying taxes in both the U.S. and Holland. And so I just filled out my U.S. tax returns this week. So it's like, thank goodness that's behind me.
I know you mean. It's very, very tedious.
You know, I've actually taken great pride in paying my taxes. I enjoy that aspect. The really tough part is preparing the damn returns.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, this looks like a double check and made.
Good game, Savan.
Yes. So that's what I've been doing. My tax returns, a social life, keeping domestic tranquility with my beautiful wife.
Yes, domestic tranquility.
A key to
I
a happy
I
life.
don't think we have domestic tranquility in our house. One moment.
Well, it depends on who does the cooking.
Armin, do you think we have domestic tranquility? Armin says he doesn't know what that means, Yasser. But I suspect that we do not have domestic tranquility in this house. It's a very chaotic domestic
Setup.
situation.
I see. I see. No, it's good when you have it, and you know it when you have it too.
How's everyone doing? You got a lot of Europeans. They're watching football, Yasser, in North America. You got the pro sports all in the playoffs.
Yeah. Thanks. A shout out to Plocris. Yaz is starting to look like Colonel Sanders. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I can respect those comments.
I can respect that. Did you ever go for the Colonel Sanders look yourself, Eric?
I'm not capable yet, Yasser. So no. But if you're Colonel Sanders, I hope you can give us some chicken.
Yeah. Actually, I do it like twice a year. Good KFC, you know.
Which country? Which country do you go for the KFC? Because it really varies.
Yeah, it's true, but it really depends upon, how great my need is.
Are your needs great?
Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, you're allowing bishop g4. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, protect the square, right? Good man. And I'm just checking out. Yeah, the other thing that's really happening is tonight they have the European Championship between Liverpool and Real Madrid, I think.
There's a player on Liverpool who 5 years ago he was a rising player, but now he's a superstar in European football or world football. And I often get a comment from people that I look like him. And I never really had a doppelganger before in my life. I mean, I look pretty weird and not many people necessarily look like me. But Firmino on Liverpool, he's more tan than me. He's a Brazilian player, but there's a few angles where there's a lot of similarities. And I do get that comment sometimes. I'm just hoping that comment leads to like free drinks at some point or like,
right.
The next level.
Right.
The next level.
Very cool.
I'm usually a Real Madrid fan, but I'm a little conflicted here because I could personally benefit from some results from Liverpool.
Alrighty. I see a question from Axe the Villager asks, what is your favorite coffee or tea? I'm a cappuccino man. I love cappuccinos. And as where teas are concerned, mint tea. Just love mint tea. Good
Is
things
the
are
part
happening
is
for
the
you.
part, well, it sounds like good things are happening at your place as well. I hear the Dutch chatter.
Next door, they have a very nice barbecue going on. In fact, makes me really hungry.
Was Yaz not invited?
Yas was not invited. I mean, can you believe it?
Guys, would you invite Yaz to your barbecue? You know how to barbecue.
I do. I love it. G3, you're being very cautious.
I'm just. I was telling the stream yesterday. I've been sick, but yesterday my eyes were really bloodshot. I definitely pulled off a vampire vibe or someone else. The point is, have you seen Mad Max? Yeah, so I
Yes.
told them that the audience, I'm sucking the blood of the audience to stay alive. Sort of like in Mad Max where they're using, using, uh, geez, I forgot the British actor who plays Mad Max. But
Landry, Tom, Laundry. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Rook E2. What are you doing, dude?
Tom Hardy.
Tom
And,
Hardy. Thank
and,
you. I was going to say Tom Landry, but that was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Tom Hardy.
and, so I want to play with the audience. I want to take their rating points. I want to make a living off of the audience.
Very good.
No, I'm
But
talking about
now,
the most recent Mad Max, not the original. Um,
right. So, by the way, why did you put your king on G2? I thought your king was really
you're
wonderfully
right. No,
safe.
I'm not. I'm. I'm playing natural moves, but you're right.
Playing natural moves. Hmm.
Shots fired.
By the way, that has to be the most natural move I've seen. Queen takes
Yes.
F7.
Yeah. So, do you know any chess players who play modern board games? What does that mean?
Modern board games. By board games, you're talking like Magic: The Gathering or Monopoly, or I know that Julian Hodgson. He was a British grandmaster from the UK. He was actually, I didn't even know this. He was actually very, very good in Monopoly. They had Monopoly tournaments and Monopoly World Championships. So he was very good. I never played him over the board Monopoly. I actually liked that game a lot as a kid. And just basically all the grandmasters that I know play card games of some kind, whether it be bridge or poker or, bullet or all kinds of card games.
Yeah. So I'm putting you on the spot. Hand and brain. You're the brain.
Okay, I'm on the spot. You're black?
Yes.
Okay, D5.
No. You have to.
E4, C6?
You have to say pawn, or you're the one moving. Like
Pawn.
hand and brain. Yasser's like, no, I want full control.
Pawn.
Hand and brain. Some blitz.
Knight. Ah, I'm glad you're playing a system I know. Pawn. Bishop.
You were talking about Morozevich. Did you have some more insights there?
King. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of actually training. He was knight. He was in Qatar for a bit, doing work and helping the Qatar team. Knight.
Was that recently?
Pawn. A couple of years ago, yeah.
Well, we have a lot of viewers here, Yasser, who are fairly new to chess or
Yeah.
new into following competitive chess. And Morozevich in the last 5 years hasn't been as much of a presence, but really one of the brightest stars of his generation. And
Absolutely.
his peak live rating was like 2799.5 to give
Well,
people
I could do you
perspective.
better than that. Yeah, I said pawn.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah. And I'll say bishop after bishop. Yeah. He was actually number one in the world. And I know it sounds funny, but in 1990, rook. In 1993, Kasparov and Nigel Short left FIDE. Pawn and queen. And when they left FIDE, the FIDE decided to punish them by taking away their ratings. Knight and number two in the world at that exact moment behind Garry Kasparov was Alexander Morozevich. Knight.
But he would have been like 19 or 20 at the time.
Ooh, 93? Yeah, he was
Because
pretty
Lloyd
young.
Banks, he was famous for... No, Lloyd Banks is a rapper. What's it called? What's the term?
Lloyd Banks, the Lloyd Banks Open, yeah.
Oh, there is a Lloyd Banks Open. Okay.
Yeah, Bishop.
Okay, that's funny. Lloyd Banks. I said Lloyd Banks is he's a rapper in G Unit, and I listened to him growing up. But it was also a famous chess tournament. Okay.
I wanted you to play Bishop F4. What the hell was Bishop B3?
We're dead on time. We need some moves. We need some moves.
Bishop F4.
Okay.
Okay, you're on your own because
Okay.
you got it's time boy. Time boy, you got to move. Yeah, he won the Lloyds Bank Open.
Lloyds Bank. There we go. I knew. Yeah.
He won the Lloyds Bank Open with some score like 10.5 out of 11 or something like that. And he was always well known for his extraordinarily creative attacking ideas. And he basically beat everybody. I'm going to say that... I know, of course, he played in one world championship in 2006, San Luis. That was one. That was
2007, I think, right? Or 2006? He played in Mexico City, I thought, as well.
Yeah, he played those world championships where they were double round robins. I'm trying to think. Did he play in the candidates matches? Not sure. But anyway, he was in Sweden. It was great to see him and great to play catch up. In fact, I sent you an email making cyber introductions.
Cyber introductions are always welcome here.
Yeah, exactly.
If I win this, do I get a cookie?
Well, you got 12.5 seconds, so I don't think you're going to win it. Laying down the challenge.
Very blunt.
Very bluntly. Look at that. 9 seconds. 10 seconds. Dude, you're going down.
Quiet.
Quiet in the house.
You didn't see that one coming, did you, Yasser?
No, I didn't.
He hung his queen.
Oh, and then he hung his king too. Mate. Well, that was good. I mean, if you get those.
You just have to say Eric is the best.
Eric is the best. The cyber Gishi. You love the optimism from Yasser. Look, it comes from hanging around Eric a lot. No, actually, also what's been very cool that I've been up to, there's a guy, Justin Tan. He's from Australia, and he is the world champion in Crazy House. And the guy is incredibly good. I mean, it's just so much fun watching him play. And there's a lot of really good players out there. I'm going to guess somewhere like number 4 to 8 in Crazy House. But I've been doing some streaming with Justin, playing him Crazy House on Lichess. And it's just, the matches are great, and it's just so much fun.
Well, you need someone to challenge you. I mean,
Exactly.
You know, in the off season, you're looking for some fights.
Exactly.
You've been commentating, but I know you like to compete. Not everyone sees that, but you do enjoy the process.
And I love the chess variants. I think look, when you and I were in St. Louis recently during the U.S. Championships, it's like we were playing Bug House with Kazim Janov and with Fabi.
Mm-hmm.
And we were we got in some pretty good punches on them.
That's for your book, Yasser. You're not supposed to tell everyone that. That was so memorable. It belongs in a book.
It was fun. It was fun. And, power to him that Fabiano also really enjoys chess variants.
He enjoys a lot of things. He's very, very open-minded these days. He'll hang out, and he visited us in Canada. I think that just shows how crazy he is to some extent.
Exactly. He was a guest there in Montreal.
But I think he said that he's not going to play as much now.
Well, he's been really remarkably active. And
don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Ooh, I thought you were going to go Queen D5 and take a pawn. Ooh, he's sacrificing pieces for nothing.
We are streaming Norway Chess, and it will be free, as always, on Twitch, starting on Monday.
Yes. Take on C2. What's the problem?
I'm communicating with the chat. Manor Monkey says the beard makes Yasser go from suave chess commentator to lazy scoutmaster from the Midwest.
There you go.
He's actually in St. Louis right now helping set up for Norway. So just an endearing comment from the young man.
Exactly. The beard makes Yasser go from suave chess commentator to lazy scoutmaster from the Midwest. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can deal with that one. Maybe a little bit better than Colonel Sanders, by the way. But Bishop H7. You're trying to find a way of self-mate or something?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Whoa, that's a bishop. Your opponent doesn't respect bishops.
Yeah, he doesn't respect material right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's seemingly a unanimous consensus.
What's that?
That your beard looks good.
Seriously?
But the question is, does Yvette like it?
The jury's out. The jury's out. She needs to see it more. Like right now, it's scrubby, right? So she needs to see it in its full blossom. F5. Nice. By the way, in many Queen's Gambit accepted lines, this move F5 is really annoying for white. It sort of like puts the kibosh on the attack.
How's the weather in Holland right now?
Seriously, it's brilliant. It's been a fantastic day. I don't know what I'm doing streaming.
Chess players often find themselves thinking that because a lot of tournaments are held in nice places, but we are indoors and we are struggling for 10 hours a day to solve the game.
Exactly. And he didn't resign, by the way, because he's two bishops down. He resigned because he can't stop your a-pawn from queening.
Queens are intimidating, Yasser.
Yes. Yes, and you've been mentioning that you've been waking up at 6 a.m. What's keeping you so busy?
Just flying to St. Louis at 6 a.m., returning back 6 a.m. Those early morning flights, trying to get my
Oh,
day's work, and then flying back, and just trying to facilitate this transition, this new studio that
gotcha.
we're building.
And in terms of Norway, for the Norway chess tournament, are you going to be streaming from St. Louis or Montreal?
St. Louis will be ideally where, yeah, it's gonna
It
be.
will go down.
Hmm.
Okay. And Aman's going to be with us?
Yes.
Excellent. And any special guests besides ourselves?
Uh, we'll have to see. We like to be spontaneous. I
That is
want to
true.
make sure things kick off without a hitch, like without a problem,
Exactly.
and if that's the case, then we're gonna be looking for ways to spice things up and
Great.
keep it interesting for the viewers.
Absolutely, because that's what it's all about, the viewers. And again, a shout out to everybody who's joining us. Thank you so much for being on the Chessbrah stream this wonderful Saturday evening. And again, the European Football Soccer Championships are going to come on in about 15 minutes. So I might put that on in the background so I can see Ronaldo. And
You want to see Ronaldo?
no, yeah, well, I just think the guy's just like, I mean, you tell me, but how can this guy not be the greatest football player like ever?
Well, yeah, so I mean, Ronaldo was always my favorite player, and I used to dress like him and try to be like him. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be one to disagree with that because it would make
it's
me
just
look a little silly.
it's just amazing. I mean, the guy is goal production is
Yeah, and well, his physical shape at his age and his production, like now in his 30s, is definitely pretty impressive.
yeah.
Something that hasn't been done much before.
Well, I mean,
The
my goodness.
consistency.
Yeah, he's just rewritten like every record book
But most
ever.
people like Messi in the chat. It's always the debate.
I know,
And then you
but I
got the
really,
NBA LeBron putting up, padding his
yeah,
resume with some really impressive numbers as well.
yeah. Well, this looks like you're just killing him now because you're gonna just go G6, and that there goes the show. It's over. All the shouting. Yeah. So anyway, what I was going to say is thanks to the audience for joining us. It's always great fun to be with the Chessbrahs. What are you doing?
That sounded forced. What
No,
am I
I was.
doing? I wanted a sacrifice. I wanted to have some fun.
You wanted to sacrifice.
Yes.
I just wanted to take a pawn, and I'm wondering why you were hesitating. Ah. Ah.
He's got some moves here.
Not really. This looks pretty bad. You're just gonna go whack, 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 like whack-a-mole.
Check.
Check. Yep. They're both great. I personally like watching Messi more, but I can see how you can make a case. Agreed. Messi has done more with less physically, so to me, he's more impressive. Well, what can I say to that? I mean, they're just. It's like they're so fun to watch too. I mean, they always come up with something. Ooh, my spidey sense is tingling. I'm looking at a Hakasito over here.
Good game. There was one move I thought he could play Yasser.
What's that?
Bishop A6.
You mean after the sacrifice on B5? I thought that was pretty gone. What were you thinking?
Bishop A6.
No question, he had to do that.
Yeah, he
No
had to do that.
question. Yeah.
I mean, there's this line.
Yeah.
Fortunately, his rook is still tied down to that, and I probably get an
Right.
e5. But again, he had to do something like that. So
Right.
uh,
Well, at that moment, you'd have 4 pawns for a bishop.
it could collapse. You know, Canadian technique,
Yeah.
Yasser. You know, might need 8 pawns for the piece to really secure it.
To feel secure. Got it. Good thinking. What is the worst, yes, sir, what is the worst blunder you have ever made and still remember? Well, I have to say, I have made some pretty tragic blunders in my life. The most painful blunder I ever made was with Victor Korchnoi. So it was the penultimate round of an interzonal, and all I need is 2 draws in my last 2 rounds, and I become a candidate. I make the candidates. So I'm black with Victor. I play a hedgehog, and for some reason, by the way, he needs draws too. A couple of draws, and he's in the candidates. So a draw would just be appropriate for us both. For some reason, he just goes nuts. He decides that he absolutely has to kill my hedgehog, and he goes on some sacrificial rampage that absolutely does not work. It's like ridiculously bad. Okay, so I see a variation. I see the line, which is a forced draw. And instead, I get it in my head that I should play for a win. It's like I totally lost all perspective. And I made this move that was so bad that it takes a dead equal game and turns it into a loss on the spot. And that was for, the candidates. Sort of like, that was pretty painful. I remember...
Is this before or after you worked with him?
Much after.
Okay.
Much after. That was 1985. I worked with him in 1980. Another pretty egregious one is I'm completely checkmating Lev Albert in like a New York Open. And it was a pretty important game. I mean, in terms of, it was like one of the later rounds, last rounds of the tournament. And there were very, very good prizes in those times for the New York Open. Anyway, so I'm mating him pretty handily. And I've got a couple of nice ways of doing the job. And it was just like one of those moves where obviously you make a capture, you just make the capture and then you checkmate the guy. And I made the other move first. And it was like, we both stopped because we were both kind of mutually stunned, and he took my piece or something. And so I went like literally from a mate in 2 to being 2 pieces down. I was like,
yeah, when your head plans one thing and you physically move something different, that's the most painful. I've had that.
Yeah. And I still can't explain it. I mean, it's just like I still, like what? So those 2 stand out, and I'm sure I've had my fair share. I can't recall doing something like what Magnus did against Vesel and Topalov, however. What Magnus did against Vesel and Topalov was just unbelievable. For 60 moves, he completely outplays Veselen in a tournament, the Norway tournament from 3 years ago, 2015, pardon me. He completely outplays Veselen. And on a 61st move, he's got a bishop check, which is pretty obvious, and will win the game. And he stops and starts thinking, expecting that there's a third time control, which there isn't. He loses on time. like, oh,
That's happened before to a few people, right? I mean,
from a completely winning position, losing on time, because he didn't know the time control. That's pretty rough. So I can't recall ever doing that, but I've done just about everything else in terms of blunders. So I'm in a very, very, very long line of people. What's he doing?
he's playing an interesting Benoni.
You didn't want to take on d6 because of bishop h3.
I just didn't feel like allowing
Any play.
Any play.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to get hurt, Yasser.
You gonna get hurt?
Going to get hurt real bad.
Real bad. I don't know. I kind of like your position. You're an attack on the wing, best met by a counter strike in the center. That e5 looks really strong.
Yeah, I took with the knight. Could have taken with the bishop, then queen b6. So I thought this might be more testing.
Yeah, I would have liked taking with the bishop too, because
this has
a snap and crackle and pop to it too.
Because I can play d6.
Exactly.
Wait, did you just say the Rice Krispie thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Rice
Know your
Krispies.
cereal, guys.
Hey.
Hey, this guy's good. This guy... What?
What?
I didn't see this move.
C4.
I did not see this move.
It's a good thing too, right?
I don't know how to react to this, Yasser.
It's shocking. I'm shocked. Well, that's a mighty passed pawn you're going to have on the C7 square, dude. Take it.
You know...
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't like that. Why didn't you go like Queen G5 or something there? Be human.
Be human? I am human. What? Hey.
I mean, what's all this like machine play? Whoa.
That's complimentary, Yasser, if you think I play like a machine.
That is probably true.
If I took with the queen...
No, I was just thinking about great blunders. One of my most egregious moments, I thought it was pretty funny, was it was during the World Championship match in New York. And I had been hired by the Swift company to man the suite. And so they had all of these New York bankers that were coming into my suite. We had open bar and nice appetizers. So all the grandmasters, man, you know, like they'd like to come over to my suite. And they got together with the organizer, and I'm trying to remember his name. And they said, "Hey, we should rotate these grandmasters around." And it's sort of like, yeah. So everybody, of course, wanted my suite, and somehow, so for the day, I got rotated to the main auditorium, and I was starting to talk about the game and stuff, and at a certain moment, Gary had sacrificed a piece on h6, and I thought it was all wrong. Karpov got like two minors for a rook and a pawn, and I thought Gary had a really great game without the sacrifice. So I said it was all wrong. Anyway, my colleagues were all thinking that Gary was winning, and I was thinking that Karpov had great defense. And so we were making these bets. And it was a really funny thing, because I was saying things like, a sucker's born every minute, and, Patrick Wu was coming in and saying, we want another $20 bet. Gingy wants to make another $20 bet, and things like this. And hold on, it's my window.
You're showing off some sun. That's something the stream's not used to, because we always
are indoors.
You were indoors streaming in the cave, in the shade.
Yeah.
A little sun doesn't hurt. This is a story you talked about in 5 Crowns, or no?
Yes.
It is, right, yeah. I'm used to it.
And I was like, and it was really, it was all very, very public. And everybody's laughing, and the arbiter, I think it was Carol Jarecki's, going nuts, telling everybody to quiet down and silence and stuff like that. In the meantime, I can't stop laughing. And long story short, I was dead wrong, because Barov crushed Karpov in a brilliancy. That was pretty blunderful, as I recall. I got kicked out of that role, and I got assigned back to my usual suite. The general public couldn't take it.
Those are very complex positions.
Oh yeah, they were so much fun.
These days it's harder for these situations to happen, because some guy's going to bring up an engine wall.
Of course.
It's like 0.4, but back then it was like people would be less afraid of being wrong, because there's not necessarily an absolute opinion, but
absolutely.
It was different back then. That would be cool, where
you
really don't know in some situations. You didn't have the machines to be. You'd have to see it play out, and there'd be a lot of suspense and whatnot.
Right. No, there was a great mystery to the game, and nobody was sure, did Gary make the wrong move or anything. Now you've got your spell checker, your engine there to sit there and say, no, it's a right. It's the right move, and White's winning or something.
Yeah, Knight h6, he has King h8. I can play that later, so.
You were probably waiting for him to play h6.
Precisely.
Why do it when you can win a pawn, right? Jaws is here. Let's see. I like the sun cam. There you go. Thank you, Skillcapped. Chessbrah, when are you guys prepping for the Olympiad? Hey, there you go.
Hey, serious questions are not allowed. No.
Yeah, I know. That's a very serious question. What are you gonna do about it, dude?
When I get some free time, I'm gonna come by to Hilversum.
Oh, great! Yeah. Rely upon me. I'll inform you.
Well, yeah.
So
The truth is, the bulk of my chess study and knowledge in the last couple of years has come entirely from commentating on top games, or following the top games, or hanging out with you. So,
wow,
it hasn't killed me yet.
Yeah, you might surprise yourself. I knew that was coming. Big time exchange sacrifice by Mr. Hansen.
Yeah, but now he's fighting back. What's going on here? This is too stressful.
Too stressful. Ooh. Fighting back. That's solid. I like Rook D2. Wasn't exactly what you wanted. You wanted to play Bishop B3.
I did. Yeah. I did.
But that looks very good. Just keeping the light square bishop. So let me see more in the chat. So how are things going on the chat?
People are quiet. They're shy. It's the usual.
It's the usual. What's going on? How was the match with Yan Li? Okay, so what happened is Justin, before we streamed, had downloaded some, like Windows 10 upgrade, and it was like, he couldn't get his microphone to work, and it was like really, really, really brutal. So he's super, super distracted, and the match was 7-7, and we played an 8th game, which I won. Yeah, baby. So I think that was the first time I beat Justin in a match. No, maybe the second time. I'm sorry. And then we played a rematch, and he beat me very, very nicely. I think something like 11-8, I think. 11-8. Something like that. I started off badly and never recovered.
He's throwing his pieces at me.
I know, but you got one more.
My first time tuning into a chess stream, and I'm enjoying it, says Your Bad Kid. Glad to hear. We got
welcome.
We got 4-time U.S. champion Yasser Seirawan in the house, sharing wisdom, and that is a rare. Well, not rare.
Not too sure about.
Rare, for him to pop his head in here. He can only handle so many Canadians in a calendar year. So
true that. Well, actually, I was raised literally in a chess sense by the Canadians, because I lived in Seattle, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. And while the Seattleites were pretty good, we had a number of masters and experts. We really couldn't match up with the BC crowd. The BC players, there's just enormous numbers of really strong Vancouver BC players. Grandmaster Duncan Suttles, Peter Biasis, Bruce Harper, Jonathan Berry, Robert Zook, Seth Taylor, Mad Dog Fulbrook, Nigel Fulbrook, and many, many, many others. And they'd all come down like raiding Vikings and win all of our prizes in our open tournaments. And I just cut my teeth on a lot of those Canadian masters who were really good.
I'm glad Yasser remembers his beatings.
Yeah, I do. I did.
But yeah, Yasser, someone was asking, are we covering every major tournament? No, but we're doing more events, and Norway Chess is the first major tournament we're covering outside of like the World Championship cycle.
Right.
We did the World Cup last year, and we did the candidates.
Which was great. The candidates in Berlin.
Events. Now this is like a Grand Slam, but it's not technically part of the World Championship cycle, so it's definitely a new area. We're getting a bit more ambitious, and as long as people watch, and as long as we make progress, more people watch, tell their friends, tune in, then, we're going to do more event coverage and have fun with it.
Yeah, well, no, of course, that's what I was saying. That's what it's all about, is the audience. And if you like what we're going to do, tell your friends, follow, subscribe, donate, buy swag. How's the store going?
Well, we're a little busy preparing with the move and with Norway Chess, but the plan is we have to release a summer line, and that's the next step. We're selling hoodies and hats, but it's summertime, and why did I take with that? And we want t-shirts, V-necks, light hoodies, mugs. I don't know, but we want to do a lot more.
Who's doing the design work on your swag?
Dead Prince, hello. Well, we have some existing designs that we had commissioned already in the past.
Okay.
And we're going to get some new ones. So our previous graphic designer, but we're also looking at new ways to...
well, it's not a chess designer.
No. We're not... we're chess related, but we're not focused on chess in that sense.
Yeah. Well, no, I was hoping
fashionable.
I mean, who can we think of, like being a fashion queen who's really, really good with clothes, as being a top player who has some design ideas.
What's up, Lester Linev? Yes. Yes.
Let me read what's going on in the chat over here. Yasser, how come the top elite mostly play meta openings? I'm assuming side variations are close to equal anyways, but shouldn't even the elite be vulnerable to deep prep and odd variations? Yeah, that's a question, and unfortunately, it's really becoming a trend that, like everybody's become, I don't know, a E5 defense player, and like these elite guys are really just, trendsetters, and it's getting pretty tough for the top players to really engage in a game, because imagine you're Fabiano and you play the Petrov defense, and suddenly your opponent plays the Petrov defense against Fabiano.
19 seconds. Holy smokes.
Holy shit. You gotta move, dude.
I was distracted.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
I can tell. 19 seconds.
Yasser, continue. Continue your talk about it.
Well,
I'll blame you. I'll find a way to blame you. So,
I'm holding my breath. You're down to 17 seconds over here. I gotta pause. Okay, you're making up some time, but you're still down a lot. Oof.
I'm a dubious player, Yasser. What can I say?
Sacking pieces. I see it coming. There you go.
Trying to make up some time here, The
Yeah.
struggle. It's the struggle here, Yasser.
It's a struggle.
Yes.
I get it.
It's all a struggle.
That move came fast. That was good. Eight seconds. Ooh. Ooh, those rooks in open positions.
I think I'm a good partner because I get in time trouble listening to the stories or pretending to listen to the stories, but I won the game at the end.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, time boy. So anyway, so Fabiano, he plays the Petrov. So suddenly he does very well with it, and a lot of people start playing the Petrov. Now he plays E4, and he's facing the Petrov. And it's sort of like, how is he supposed to win? He knows all of the lines that are equal or close to equal, and it's become a really, really big challenge for the world's top players to get play. I just put it like that. And it was really a fantastic contrast early this year. Remember the Fischer Random match between Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, and Hikaru Nakamura? That was great. I mean, there was one game I remember vividly. I'm in Oslo, and Magnus's white goes A4. And if you think that was a strange move, his very next move was A5, and he was following it up because he had like this queen on A1. And it was like from move one, the players are forced on their own resources. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, commentating on that match was great fun. In contrast, if it had been a classical match and they'd been playing a lot of Queen's Gambit declines with both sides, it wouldn't have been nearly as much fun. Eric, what's your view on Fischer Random? Have you ever played Fischer Random?
Not really. Let's play a game right now. Let's go. Let me try to
Let's
play
go.
Live 960. I didn't play it before because I just didn't think I was good at chess, so I didn't play many variants except for Buckeye. I liked it. Now, because I'm not a very theoretical player anymore, and I started to appreciate the strategical side of chess more and the slow play.
Mhm.
I haven't played 960, but I feel like I would be a lot better now than I would be a few years ago, because I no longer feel this pressure to win in the opening, or you know what I mean, like be very theory
Right.
reliant. So I've adjusted my chess style in a way that it's a bit freestyle. It's still the way the board is set up, standard chess, but I do make random moves a little bit, and I do play around with my repertoire because I'm not super booked up on the main lines. So I wouldn't say
Right.
Fischer Random, but I don't have that. I'm not afraid to play almost an irrational position or something a
Right.
little more. I don't have that weight on my shoulders where like I have to play my systems and stuff like that. And these days
Right.
I'm just an experimental Canadian.
Well,
Just
no, it's very, very, very good. I was just
so I'm
saying,
gonna play a game. Let me find one.
yeah,
Sorry, keep going.
sure. No worries. So I was just chit-chatting with the audience about Fisher Random, and I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch that match between Nakamura and Magnus?
The one you were commentating on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was watching your commentating.
and that was fun, right? I mean, did you
It was fun.
enjoy the games, right?
Was there no increment as well? Was it the one where you could flag? Yes. Or they had
There
some
was-
games. There were some games because I remember Magnus got flagged, right?
Exactly. He had Rook and Bishop versus Rook, and Hikaru decided to stop playing for the draw with the Rook. Knight D3. Okay, that's very random Canadian. Knight E3. Jesus, what's going on?
I don't.
What?
I don't. I always forget how to play. Just because I enjoy it doesn't mean. Don't take my words too much into account.
Well,
I
play
think
F3,
I think I could play well, but
F3 to develop your bishop, dude. Knight E3.
he played F5. It justified my opening a little bit.
H4. Well, you see, already, comparing this to some of the games you've been playing, right? I mean, already you got a completely berserk random position, and you just feel the better player is going to win.
These days, I'm trying to play as many positions as possible, and yeah, 960 that definitely happens. So, I don't mind playing it. I would if there was an in-person tournament. Would I?
With decent prizes and stuff, yeah.
What is a bit of a pity is there aren't too many chess festivals where it's like, hey, I can sign up for a rapid event, I can sign up for a blitz event, I can sign up for a Bughouse event, and I can play a classical event.
Take on B2. Take on B2.
I am all for that, and if that was an opportunity, well, in North America, it's not big, right? I mean, are there really events here? I don't think there are.
No.
But I would be down for it. So no, if they still had mains, I would definitely try it out.
Right. Yeah, me too. No, I played in Mainz, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
A piece is a piece, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, the National Open is the best example in the U.S., and I have played there quite a few times. Played in
best.
They have the Game 10. I think they have Blitz. They have Game 10, and maybe they have Bughouse or something. But they have more variety. It's a festival.
It's funny. Your king ends up on D1, being very well insulated.
It's an igloo, Yasser.
It's an igloo. That was the first thought that sprang to my mind. An igloo. Very good. Like that. I thought you were going to take with the C pawn so that you could play D4 and then your bishop could come roaring out.
I have a lot of options here.
That is true. You are true. I'm sensing a runaway H pawn.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Push him. Hey, by the way, ooh, that's a Hakasito. By the way, you know they're doing a song on the life of Freddie Mercury, a movie on the life of Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody. I saw the trailer. It looks really good.
You got this. Move your king. Move your king. Give it check. Check again. Take the rook.
I don't know a lot about Freddie Mercury, unfortunately. You can guess that these cultural references are often a hit and miss. With
my. More like a miss. A swing. A wild, crazy swing. Yeah, why would you not think
But
about
the chat can appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. Not to worry. We can educate you. When I'm in town, we'll have to go to our favorite movie theater there at the Chase.
Yeah.
Okay, get back to your regularly scheduled programming as far as your chess is concerned. I just wanted to demonstrate to the audience that Fischer Random really is a lot of fun, and you can have some wild, crazy positions.
I was putting on the Push 'em Baby song in the background.
Oh, good man.
Sort of like intermission in sports. It needed to get the energy up from the crowd.
Very good, very good. Well, like I say to Yvette, you guys have made me the first recorded artist in the family. And I'm holding on to that title, for dear life.
Now your nephew
Yuri, yeah.
Yuri's like, yeah, now you got that to tell him.
Yeah,
You're even more of a favorite.
And by the way, Yuri and Vivian, my niece and nephew here in Hilversum, they are computer savvy as they come, and they've got their Spotify lists, and they're 14 and 12, but man, they're running circles around me where computers are concerned, and they have that song "Push 'Em Baby" downloaded on their list.
Excellent.
I know.
We're gonna have to do more of those. We're gonna have to do more of those.
It was hilarious fun. Oh, E5. Okay. Huh?
Should I? I'm playing it slow.
I understand. I just thought I spotted a putty tat there. Knight takes E5.
And knight takes E4.
Yeah, then knight E4 and D4 and bishop
yes,
E5.
yeah. No, that's but you kill them softly.
Kill them softly. Killing them softly.
Yes.
As Roberta Flack might say. Sorry, I didn't mean to mention Roberta Flack. I mean that another cultural miss.
Hey, you already knew that I missed. You knew that went over my head. Oh, that's.
Whoa, C5. Hold on. Where's this man from?
He is from the U.S. and he's a subscriber to Chessbrah, so he does need an education in chess.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, that is not the American school of chess, C5. We're taking no responsibilities for this one, Eric. Give me just 5 minutes. I'll close the door. It's actually been a beautiful day, so that's why you're hearing so much of the neighbor's barbecue. Give me 5.
NA C5. North America will take the responsibility for that move. That looks like Let's take E5. Yes. I'll take any Firmino comment. Well, while Yasser's away, I'm going to infect you guys with music. I need my dance music. I'm going to a rave right after the show. Nina Kravitz is playing here in Montreal. Got some techno. Queen trade. I'm up a piece. You don't want to trade. No. I'm happy to trade. Hey, Shoal 94th, appreciate that. Checkmate. Good game, Aquila. Anthony, good luck, buddy. So I'm still a little sick, but hopefully by Monday we'll be good to go.
Hey, good and nasty. Very nice.
Hello.
My neighbors, he's Dutch. She's from Brazil. So they play a lot of Brazilian music. Brazil 66, you're familiar with the record? The group?
I am not familiar with Brazil 66. Can you drop something for me to recognize, Yasser? Just give me one bone.
One bone? Hey, I think they're going to do John Wick 3.
Of course they are, yeah. Oh, so you didn't see this in theater. So you got the Netflix account that you're on the Chessbrah Netflix account. The Foreigner is on Netflix now. That's that Jackie Chan film that came out last year. I think Martin Freeman was the director. He did Casino Royale. It's with Pierce Brosnan and Jackie Chan. It's a really fun action movie. I think you'll like it. But I noticed it's on Netflix right now.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
No, Martin Freeman's an actor. Sorry. Who's the guy who did Casino Royale? Martin Campbell. Martin Freeman's in Black Panther and The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. Martin Campbell.
Okay. Very good.
So that's
what's the name of the Jackie Chan movie?
The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you like we like John Wick and we like a lot of those like action movies, you might like this one. It's a bit more gritty, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm super excited for John Wick.
Yeah, you went A3. I like Knight D5 there. I played quite a number of games with Knight D5. I'm
not making a good impression on your opening.
It's okay. You're hanging in there. Hey, but I can't believe we haven't spoken about the two big FIDE things that are going on. First of all,
True.
what do you think of Nigel Short as a FIDE president?
Well, the first reaction is generally, I think anything is better than the options we have right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I do know Nigel. We played a few times, been at a lot of tournaments. I know he was on Kasparov's ticket last time in 2014 when Kasparov didn't quite. Hey, I don't appreciate this move.
What?
Okay. Bishop D5. Sorry, Yasser, I'm taking some hits.
Ooh,
I'm taking some hits here.
that's visual. Queen D1. How embarrassing.
What I like about Nigel is he says his opinions, doesn't withhold his punches.
Right.
I haven't focused on his platform yet, or I haven't seen it, but
Right.
it's sort of the case where people are simply running against the status quo. Right? It's very easy. Like, we just don't want what's in power right now, Kursan and whatnot. So,
Right.
I could just vote based on that, but I'd like to hear what he'd like to do. And I know he's a candidate, but I don't know if he's released a platform yet. Do you know?
I don't think he has. I think that he, not just himself, the other two candidates, Macro and Kersan, will, I think by June or July, 3 months before the FIDE meeting in Batumi for the Olympiad, is when they're supposed to, fully give their whole list of who's on their tickets and that sort of thing.
But yeah, I'm glad that Nigel stepped up because there's definitely an opportunity, and I'm one to say that I'd like to have some more Western representation.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, that's cool. And then the second.
But I
big
do need to
thing-
know more information. But it is big news.
Yeah. And the second big thing is the World Championship in London. What's our audience think? Fabiano have a chance? And what do you think? Does Fabiano have a chance?
Does Fabi have a chance?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's my
he has
question.
an excellent chance.
Excellent.
The problem
Yes.
is, if I evaluate on a 12-game match, I think it's pretty close. But if I take into consideration the tiebreak situation,
Yes.
that is not favorable. That's where the percentage drops a lot.
Really? You think that
I think Magnus is a
due to
big favorite in quick time controls. Yes.
I see. Well, that was in fact what happened to Sergey. Sergey played a great match, of course, in New York, but he couldn't match. You've won. Very good.
I'm a flagger.
Yeah. Time boy. Get those moves in there. So what does our audience say? Fabi will lose against Carlsen. Yeah, okay.
No, I
Yeah,
think we're gonna see how Fabi plays, but really, 40 to 45% I would give. If I have to adjust for tie breaks, probably closer to 40 or something. I think he's very reasonable chances. He said it like as good a chance as I'd give anyone.
Well, I think that
Especially to beat Magnus in classical games.
that's tough. That is very, very tough. Yeah.
When Magnus
No,
is not overpressing, just beating Magnus from start to finish without him, doing something random or Magnus can often play very relaxed in some tournaments, or he's willing to experiment. But in
right.
a match, he plays much more tight, and it's like, yeah. Well, in a case like that, even if he were to play like that, is Fabi able to overpower him, in a one-on-one where they're both well prepared? And I think yes. I mean, he's got great preparation. He can play really machine-like in certain situations, but unlike Karyakin, I think he has more punch, especially with white, or especially in terms of being able to score wins. He doesn't need to counterattack to be Magnus. He can put together a complete game.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think that, I just think this is a phenomenal achievement by Fabi to qualify, and the way he qualified also was very impressive. It's just great for American chess that there's a guy in there that we're represented. And the question is this going to be something really that the media picks up on? Will they start doing stories on?
It doesn't just start randomly. I mean, people need to be putting in the work now and setting the wheels in motion. I don't know. There's a hype in the chess world, but there should be more hype.
Agree. I'm feeling like I'm missing the hype. One thing I'll definitely give Magnus a great deal of credit for is he's got quite a good team of people behind him. And I mean, we're talking about, the agents and the media, those marketing people and things like that. And it's not altogether easy to find, a right team of persons that fit together. And you can see it with Magnus's app, for example. So commercially, Magnus has done really, really well, branched out from the chess world, not just relying upon his chess prizes as income, but really doing a lot commercially.
He's trying to attack me here, Yasser.
I see that.
I got the bishop pair.
I know. Hey, he's opening up the position, and you got the bishop pair. What's going on?
He's got ideas.
Evil intentions.
This guy's really coming after me here.
What's he doing? He's just kicking your queen to
Is he going to do knight d5? I was going to allow that and play bishop b4 check.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Yeah, he can do that. And he's done it. I thought you were going to play king h8 or something.
That's a good move.
Well, I mean, it just asks him the question of why he put his queen and knight in a fork. So let me read some of the comments from the people. What did I do with my glasses? Oh, I put them over here. Just a second. King D1. Okay, Czar. It helps that there is an American in contention. Agreed. Americans typically don't care unless they can root for one of their own. I'll second that. Absolutely. Meanwhile, MVL gets disrespected in his own country. Well, as they say, a prophet is never known in their own country. And MVL, by the way, he gets a lot of respect outside of France. I mean, I think the guy's really, really good. Rook D8. Let's go, buddy.
That was a good move. I played rook e8. I played a worse one.
Well, you want a counterattack on f2.
Let's go, buddy. Rook d8 was good. The queen has to go to c6 or b3.
Exactly.
But this move also poses some questions.
It does, and they're not very nice questions to answer either. There are issues. Ooh, king e2.
Fine, I'll take the material.
Whoa, just had the emergency vehicles in the background. Okay, that's a rip snarl.
Oops.
Why? Why oops? Oh, it's got queen e5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
That is not good.
Not appreciated. Yeah, I was about to say, can't you drive him into some horrible corner there? Yeah, and follow up with h4, and he's just like, he's all tied up.
That is the plan, but I could hang material in the meantime.
Mm. Speaking of which, what? Don't. You did hang material.
Yeah, and I came up with a dirty trick in the end.
Oh. Oh. See, there's a special art to pre-moving. And I must say, I don't have it. I see how you're worming your king up the board.
I'm going to give this guy a rematch. My conversion there was atrocious. I'm going to try to play a game properly. Yeah, sir, I play much worse than you're watching.
Don't do it, Eric. Don't do it. I play much worse when you're watching.
I'm serious.
How's that? Why is that?
Pressure.
The pressure.
The audience wants you to roast me, and I'm very weary of that.
Oh, I would never do that.
Yeah, sir, what's the theory here?
You're doing it. I think you're supposed to play g4, actually. You should have played h5, I think. I remember there was like Kirill Georgiev was playing this position as black.
Still sounds very scary, Yasser.
Queen g5.
I don't know.
Queen. I thought you were supposed to play knight d5, but that's okay.
You're probably right.
But no, it may work out brilliantly. I don't think a6 is a very good move there.
You think it's going to work out brilliantly? Are you calling me brilliant?
Potentially. The potential's there. It's like you think of Lee Majors and the $6 Million Man. You know, we have the technology. We can make you better, Eric. And please don't tell me you never heard of the $6 Million Man.
I haven't.
I told you to please not tell me that.
What do I do here? All right, let's have some fun. I don't like this guy attacking me. I'm going to play some dubious moves.
Bishop takes g6. Let's go.
That's what I did. There's a delay. There is a delay. Let it be known that I found that move before you said that. And if
very good. I thought you were going to have some fun, and I was expecting that move shortly thereafter.
Who's the $6 million man? No, how am I supposed to know this?
Lee Majors, dude. It was like one of the biggest television series of the 1970s. And the idea was kind of like RoboCop. You know, you had the guy who was terribly injured, and then you had this technology with these prosthetics that he became, you know, really much more powerful than just a normal guy. Ooh, you got a nice tactic now. Knight d5.
Can I be a $6 million man?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We have the technology. We can rebuild you. We can make you better, stronger, faster.
Well, we'll just do this before the Olympiad. Tell me what I need to do.
Well, you may have to throw in a bishop h7 check.
Well, that was the plan. I didn't want to do it first. I want to bait him.
Correct.
And now I'm up a piece.
That sounds good. I guess Eric's been living in a closet all of his life just playing chess. Yes, JS1000, you're absolutely right.
No.
I like Columbo, says Sin Kills 85. Now you're talking. Columbo. No. Yeah. Okay. Salty is asking you to please start a game with the Italian opening. Okay. And Xaway says that brain implants, they're next up.
Brain implants are definitely going to be appearing at some point.
Well, already I believe in Sweden they've started implanting these little GPS microchips in people for security clearance purposes, as well as to monitor where they are on the premises of these, you know, secret spy agencies. Now, whether they're going to help.
Yeah, sir. You have to save these because you're going to run out of them during the commentary.
What's that?
These references that go past me. You have to be careful.
Oh, trust me. We got thousands more, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna get crushed in the opening here.
Now, knight d2, I wanted to say, that was the move Garry Kasparov played against Jan Timman in their match here, where I am in the city of Hilversum. There used to be these matches that Timman, Holland's #1, he would play against all of these top grandmasters from Kasparov and Tal, Portish. I played a match with Jan here in Hilversum as well. It was billed as the best of the West. I liked the billing. It was a pretty fun match.
Things are getting sharp.
Knight b4. The knight b4.
Yasser doesn't like it, guys.
No, you're going in. I like that.
You like going in?
Going in. Knight to e4 was the knight e4 is the key square, right?
These games are sharp. What's up with this?
They're fun. You're doing good.
Suspicious comments by Yasser. If he's complimenting me, something's off.
Yeah. Your spidey sense starts tingling. By the way, when you think about John Wick, and I've told you already about the Samurai series Lone Wolf and Cub, right? and how I've got, all of them digitally remastered and on DVD, and they're really, really, really fantastic. This was a samurai series, Lone Wolf and Cub, and the point there is that the John Wick is a direct ripoff of Lone Wolf and Cub.
A direct ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the Western movie, The Magnificent Seven, that was from Akira Kurosawa's Magnificent Seven. Hollywood put the samurai movie to Western with Yul Brynner and thousand other
Did they
great
give credit
stars.
at all or no?
Of course not. No, I mean, if you're gonna steal, you don't go around, shouting, "I stole and got away with it." That was a funny sequence where he went like Bishop E5, Bishop F4.
Dangerous sequence, yeah.
Well, I mean, he improved your rook. And he improved your queen. It wasn't like your queen was actually doing any great shakes on
Yeah, I guess if I'm not going to take on G2, then that's right. This is confusing me. I'm just going to take here. I think the pin is stronger than, getting the queen to the queen side here and piling on this knight is more valuable.
Me like.
You like?
Yeah, plus you're ripping off a pawn. What could be sweeter? Piling up the absolute pin. Put your faith behind the absolute pin, Eric.
I got Bishop C2 coming. He's going to pay for what he did. What he's done.
What is
aggressively attacking my opening, forcing my bishop to a5, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, your bishop actually turned out to be like
a beastly bishop.
Beastly. Grabbing the pawns. Eric, what have I been teaching you? Take the pawn.
Was there a pawn I'm missing?
No, you took the pawn,
okay.
which is very good.
I would never try to miss a pawn in your presence.
There we have.
That would deserve lashings from the bamboo stick.
Nice. I liked it. I mean, that bishop had done such a great job on a5, but its time had passed. You're hesitating over queen b2. I wasn't sure why.
I wasn't sure. G4, it's not. It's pinned, so it just didn't hit me for a while.
Exactly. You didn't realize it. You just. Yeah. Nice. You're in good form today, dude. It's like, I know you're tired and exhausted and everything, but you're doing good.
I'm playing on our chill account.
On our chill.
My other account, I can't risk in your presence. My 2800 blitz rating, I don't think I'll live to see it.
How are you doing on your other account?
Well, like it's 2800. That was the one I was playing Fabi with.
Oh, fantastic! Very nice.
I have goals of higher than that, but I'll take that for now.
Exactly.
Don't ruin. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Star Wars, but I'm not super excited for it. Well, I usually play Queen B3 here to when they meet E5. Sometimes play D5 and Queen A3. But maybe it's but that's why.
Think think the standard prescription there had been bishop g5 and queen d2.
True.
I mean, the classical players. not that I would ever
Oh, Yasser, burning me. I'm a classical player. I'm a classical Canadian. You've seen the repertoires of a lot of Canadian players, a lot of hyper-modern stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Subtles and probably Yasser. So I'm classical by Canadian standards. I'm a classy guy.
There we go. We heard it here first, folks. G3. I like that move. So let me see what. Have our subscribers been good? Has the stream been well received and growing and people?
Well, it's been a transition.
enthusiastic?
It's been a transition period because we're moving and things like that. So May hasn't been a super busy month on stream. I mean, really, the highlight was the Fabiano match, which was the most enjoyable chess session I think I've had, because it was like we had really good games for 3 hours, really back and forth, but the games were all very satisfying. Different openings, sharp games, down to the wire. So
Right.
that was a big highlight. But besides that, we've really been working behind the scenes, and hopefully the results will come out later on.
Very happy to hear it. That's great.
Let's take.
I think he overlooked the knight b5. That was a very fine move indeed.
I'm not playing this very well, Yasser.
No, I think you're still winning.
Okay.
Not comfortably, aren't you?
Okay.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, that you would like to have played a little bit more precisely.
You're giving me some confidence here. My knight on a3, I need to really shuffle around.
Oh, it's not what I would describe as perfection. Knight on a3. Oh.
The knight on the mountie on a3.
Yes. Well, it's true. If you get your queen over to g2, you're covering up everything, and
That's the goal. That's the
you
goal.
got pretty good control. Ooh. Whoa. Just, yeah, it just feels like, it is spoiling for some attack going on there. You got to try to slow play your knight to back into civilization.
Oh my goodness. I just hung my queen.
Did you really?
I just hung my queen, Yasser.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. That was bad.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that's egregious. I agree. But can you set up some kind of primitive fortress?
Primitive fortress?
Yeah. Your knight on g2 is not a champ. Oops. Phew. You were hoping to get that guy in. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so this is 2018, and I am a dirty flagger, a product of the internet.
Oh, yeah. No shame, no shame,
No
Eric. No
shame.
shame.
I do not want to leave with a loss today.
No shame at all. A donkey on G2. Very good, Peter. Peter Jew 31 says a donkey on G2. Dirty
Knights
flagging.
are good in time
Hey,
scrambles.
bad habits is sending you a bouquet. He's calling you a true son of Nakamura.
Oh,
I know. Robo Mango boldly states the obvious. It's part of the game.
he was playing too slow.
Yeah. Jacob Nuts. Hi, Yasser. Hi, Jacob.
F. Benoni.
F. Benoni. Nice.
I'm undefeated. Undisputed.
No, you've been on a roll. It's been great. Who's your opponent this game?
I
F.
do not
Benoni.
know who my opponents are. Hey, Peter Chia.
So what have you got up? What are you up to on your schedule? What
Norway Chess, we're doing a lot of work for that. I've been going to St. Louis. Yeah, just working on the infrastructure, really. And
Okay.
in June, I'm playing in a 4-player elimination. Well, one person qualifies. This is Chess.com Speed Chess Championships. The initial event is a 4-player. Gorgmeyer, Jan Ludwig Hammer, Lenier Dominguez, and myself.
Nice
And
players.
that's in a month. So that's speed chess deathmatch style. And I'm going to have to, work on every time control for that one.
Cool.
It is exciting. It is exciting.
And when will that happen, Eric?
I think June 26th, so in a month.
June 26th. I think I'm going to be in St. Louis from June 8th to 27th. That's for Paris Leuven and the start of the Grand Chess Tour.
It should be fun. So that's like an online event, but a good field. I'll try to play some reasonable chess until then.
Mm-hmm. And one-man elimination, and is it a qualifying for some other?
The Speed Chess Championships. It's that's an invitational. That's what Magnus and Hikaru played last year.
I see. So it's a nice deal if you could qualify.
Yeah, I'll take a drink. Thanks, buddy. Some juice would be good. Some juice? Yep. Well, I like my position now, Yasser.
Yeah, no, it all's coming. It's a dream Sicilian with a king on e7 and a strong e5 outpost.
I'm up a piece.
Oh, you're ahead of. I'm lagging.
We're gonna fix that up. We're gonna fix that up.
Well, I'm watching you on the Twitch, not on your screen, because that way I can read the chats.
It's always the chat's fault. That's right. It's always.
Tasty. D4, let's go. Yep.
He's playing on Yasser.
I know.
I don't get the
no
same respect.
huh?
Yeah, no respect. Well, you've talked me down a lot. That I think everyone from all continents is signing up to take a swing at me.
There's a long
He doesn't know
line
who Freddie Mercury is. Get him!
of trashers.
Let's see if he's going to fall for knight e4 check. Oh. He didn't. Check. Okay.
Just doing it the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, yep. I've trapped his rook, which I'm proud of.
Sweet.
Knight g4 was a fork salty, but he had rook h7 check. That's why I played rook g7 first.
Right. I picked up on that too. I wanted to do the same thing, knight g4, and I was about to berate you when I saw, oh, he's got rook h7 check. Good stuff. Technique. Nice chess, Eric. You're getting a lot of...
Yasser, I'm playing... No.
Okay.
I'm playing board 1 at the Olympiad. I'm not going to... I need to be hunting bigger fish.
What, then board 1?
Bigger fish than the guys I'm playing right now.
Oh, okay. By the way, I think that the Olympiad is going to be very, very competitive. You got some countries with amazing squads. I'm thinking Poland, India could be two countries that could surprise a lot of people.
Well, India, should they even be a surprise anymore?
No.
Because Vichy's playing too this time, eh?
What?
Vichy's playing the Olympiad this year.
No way,
Yes,
seriously?
yes. So India is stacked.
Oh my God, that's huge. Wow.
Vichy hasn't always
India
done well at the Olympiad, but still, he's going to be a big asset.
with Vidit, Hari Krishna,
Ariban, maybe
Ariban.
Sasakiran. They have a few options. The Thurman.
Wow.
They have options.
That's very, very, very impressive. Oh, now you're playing 1 minute.
That way I can try to dodge criticism. And
you're playing somebody really high rated too, dude.
It's a technique of mine. Hang material here. Oh.
Pick your spot.
Oh. That was a blunder.
Okay.
He could.
Oh shoot! I got to turn on the. Sorry, I got to turn on the TV and watch.
Hey, what about Eric's Bullet Show? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Along the television networks, their biggest ratings ever.
What is going on here? Check. Take. Push.
Okay, thank God I haven't missed anything. It's 0-0 in the football match.
Yasser left me for the television, guys. Let it be known.
It wasn't for anybody or anything. Mate.
Hakemate.
Hockey mate. Oh, I think a corner's coming up. Just a second.
Hey! I worked hard for this 2900. You get back here. You get back here. He's just laughing at me.
Ooh. It was a great
Feels
great
bad,
save
man.
by Real Madrid's goalie.
Feels bad, man.
A great save.
I'm putting in work here, and Yasser's
Just enjoying, just chilling.
okay. Let's take.
You're going after the guy's pawn. I love it.
Check.
Ooh. Spidey sense is tingling. Pinning him up.
Indeed.
Push. Push.
Push.
Push.
Push.
Pushing is good. Uh-oh.
He's a feisty one.
Yeah. He's not going quietly into that good night. Yeah, Liverpool's got this great player from Africa, Salah.
The Egyptian player, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch too much football anymore. I didn't hear about the guy until this year. Or until recently even. Like maybe in the last year. But like he really, maybe he's been a good player for a long time, but he's like, you know, in the news all the time now.
Yeah,
I saw his stats. His stats are off the charts.
Yeah, no, he made a record number of goals in the Premier League. Should be able to punish him for this.
He's going pawn grabbing. What's with that? What's with the pawn grabbing?
Tell you. Look at him go. Yeah. Hello.
That's egregious. That's egregious. Yes, sir.
What, that he would grub your pawns?
He's watching too much. He's watching too much of you, man.
Don't be putting this on me now.
C5. I think you're gonna like this game, Yasser. I think you're gonna put this in Eric's Immortals.
Yes.
How sweet it is! How sweet it is!
Blocking the diagonal. Blocking.
Was that as good for you as it was for me?
Yes, it was. I loved it. That was well done.
Dankjewel.
Dankjewel. Alsjeblieft. So, what are the number of subscribers and what are you guys up to?
Right now we're on the chess.com Twitch. So this is actually one of our chess.com shows where we just hang out. But otherwise, we've been hovering around 1,000.
Nice.
Peak, when Yas was around, people on the best behavior were a bit higher than that. But we have some goals. We have some goals there. And hopefully in Norway Chess, we start getting a lot of the viewers back as we get into a very busy summer.
Right.
Just been busy moving around, that's all.
Machiavellit says, Eric, you should be going for 3,000.
Under Yasser's tutelage, anything is possible.
all goals are possible. That's fantastic. I mean, I just.
Well, we need to set new goals every time, and in this case, we're gonna try to get back to 1,500. We're gonna see what we can do. We'll see, but it's a long term thing. People like it. I trust in them that they'll join at some point. So we'll just keep putting it out and keep innovating. And we have some ideas there. So yeah, definitely people are curious. Some people here actually don't watch us on Chessbrah because this is sort of a mixed show. So twitch.tv/Chessbrah is where you can watch some of our regular programming, or on Monday, tournament coverage, which is a new area which we're going to put more effort in, and Yasser's joining us for that daily with commentary. Otherwise, our YouTube channel is constantly improving its production value, and we got some cool stuff there and highlights from our streams. And then on social media, we like to have fun and keep people up to date. So a lot of ways for people to connect, but they're going to get their chess fix.
That's all we ask. And of course, you've mentioned the Norway chess coming up on Monday, but like you were saying, that we did the World Cup and the candidates together, and Chessbrah, is it going to do? I mean, I'm presuming the Norwegian organizers, it's going to be on Norway TV. I'm presuming they're making an English-speaking stream, or chess.com is. So we'll be competing against the official guys?
Norway Chess, the official commentators, and Chess24 is doing it with Peter and Jan, a premium-only show. So there's a lot of people covering Norway Chess, so we'll try our best to... Yes, it is good. It is good. Competition is great. So
competition is great.
So there's gonna be A teams out. Yeah, sir. You're gonna have to have your A game out. Your jokes, your analysis. I'm gonna be checking up on it.
I'm feeling the pressure building.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Plukrat says, the last tournament you guys had a great multi-board view. I totally agree. I think that Jaron did a great job, and we will definitely have that again.
Yes, 5-board view now.
Yes. No, we did that for the candidates.
That's something we're bringing them back, and hopefully I can say one thing. If you're tuning into our broadcast for Norway Chess, we're giving away a lot of goodies, whether that's memberships, whether that's headsets, whether that's computer mice, whether that's maybe swag. We're going to be doing daily raffles that you're going to want to be there to participate in, chess related or peripherals, keyboards, you name it.
Cool. That sounds like you've got a sponsor or two behind you for that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. It's going good.
That's the plan. Our broadcast starts. Do you know when it starts? Yeah, so it starts pretty late. They made it so that they start pretty late for European standards, don't they? 4:30.
4:30 my time, which is really what I'm thinking that they're trying to do this to generate a live audience on site, because the normal European starting times are, roughly speaking, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which of course means that if you're working from 9 to 5, you're not really coming to the playing hall because maybe there's only going to be a game or two left. Right. But by starting it so late in the afternoon, I'm sure the organizers are hopeful that there will be a crowd of persons coming to watch in person.
Yeah, no, I mean, in Norway, chess is pretty big, and not only is it followed a lot on television, but they put a lot of effort into the venue from what I see. They mix it up, different cities, but just really nice venues that, the whole point is for people to enjoy that in person. And Norwegians do work.
Yes.
Wealthy country, but they do work hard, and that makes sense. It's better for us because we get to wake up later, but it's worse for you because it cuts into your dinner time.
Oh, that's rough.
But you'll survive. I'll send you some Tim Hortons. How's that?
Oh, okay. By the way, wasn't Tim Hortons in the news recently? Something bad was going on?
They've had bad press for like 6 months or a year now.
Yeah. Normally it's not good when, Dan Rather from 60 Minutes shows up knocking on your door. 60 Minutes here. Could we ask you why you did what you did?
I would like to be interviewed.
Yeah, right, 60 minutes. Okay, you playing a game? What's going on?
Well, I was just hanging out with the crowd, seeing if
All
there were any
right.
comments. I'm not sure how much longer
Comments.
we were gonna go.
Okay.
It's gonna wind down fairly soon, but maybe
Oh
I
my
can get a
God.
couple.
S8TN says Salah is out with a shoulder injury. Ooh, we're talking about the European Soccer Championship going on right now. I didn't realize that. Ooh. Hey, the Bingle Boop says challenge Magnus. Is Magnus online?
No. Hey, Bingle Boop. Well, the online ratings are generally higher than over the board, but also I play a lot more online than over the board, so it's. But no, I would just say my ratings are just just online ratings are. You can't go 1-for-1 with over the board. Magnus is like 2850, but online ratings go over 3,000 or around 3,000 on chess.com, so you have to adjust for that.
Have you ever tickled 3,000?
I haven't crossed it. I've flirted with 3,000, you could say,
Just
and
flirted.
been rejected.
Oh my gosh, Capablanca asked me, what do you think about the Rockets versus Warrior series? It's brilliant. In fact, both the Western and Eastern Conference NBA championships, there's been some incredible plays. The basketball is being played at the highest level I've ever watched it. And I'm still going to go with Cleveland and Golden State, even though the seventh and final games in both matches are going to be played on the other court. In other words, I'm expecting the visitors to come through. And if they do, Cleveland and Golden State Warriors will, I think this might be their fourth match in a row. It's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I've only caught a little bit about it, like with the playoffs, but I'm seeing, like, I usually tune in for the finals, and I follow a little bit before then.
Right.
But I've been following James Harden, following LeBron, and some pretty unreal numbers.
Totally. I mean, you just mentioned Harden and LeBron, and LeBron is having, I think he's playing the best he's ever played, and he's like one of the greatest of all time, if maybe not the greatest of all time. Michael Jordan being my other bet there. I mean, he's physically he's unstoppable. It's just amazing watching the guy. If you pull back defensively, I mean, he just pulls up and he hits a jumper.
Yep.
And if you play him tight at the 3-point line, he drives by you and dunks on you. Unstoppable.
And he's putting up crazy minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like he's playing, I mean, usually he's carrying like crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, you got a 3-minute game. Capablanca says it will be Warriors versus Celtics. I mean, I could easily see home teams winning both games, of course. But those will be great games.
Oh, yeah. Did you know Magnus went to a Golden State game?
Yeah, I saw something on chess.com, a story there. Yeah, he was incognito.
And I was trying to figure out why he was in California, and then I found out he was giving a simul for
yes
Sequoia.
I think he was raising money for a charity.
No, I think he was paid to give a simul at a very elite VC retreat in California.
Okay.
The JP Morgan guy was there. Jamie, do you know what I'm talking about? Diamond, Condoleezza Rice. So he gave a simul to 10 of the founders of Sequoia, which is this
big investment
fund. So as far as I know, that wasn't for charity, but they hired a bunch of people famous for certain things to come to that retreat, and Magnus was the chess person.
Fantastic.
Which
Well,
looked like a
again-
really cool thing.
Yeah. No, and power to him. And again, I mean, tip of the hat and all the rest, that, he's doing these very commercially successful things. And that's what I'm saying, that I'd like to see Fabby on as well. Not necessarily, some wonderful gravy train or whatever, but just, rubbing shoulders with the movers and shakers.
He was doing the UN Simul. That was the charity one in New York before California. So yeah, you're right in that he did have that. He did
The charity.
I mean, a Simul for the UN, it doesn't get much better than that.
Absolutely, that's fantastic.
I allowed Queen takes E7 here.
No, but now you're trapping his queen.
I know Queen takes E7 should be played though, at least to
You mean, to get some
compensation. I mean, not enough, but hey, I liked my opening. It was
It worked out
it
all
worked
right.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, right now you've been on a real roll. Okay, you were a dirty flagger. Everybody admitted that. I mean, but it's part of the game.
Part of the game.
You got to go with the flow. So you can't always win brilliantly. I'm thinking that this is a variation, the Khan, I believe it's called, that Gadakamsky likes.
Correct. That is correct.
Yeah. Seen Gada do this against many very, very strong players, and he outsqueezes them.
Let me take that. Bishop C4 is coming. Ooh.
Bishop C4 is coming. I'm lagging. Now I see what you mean. His bishop C4 is coming. Gotcha. But is this any good for white?
I don't know. I'm panicking a little though here. What am I doing?
Mating him? No.
No. I just performed multiple blunders. Multiple blunders.
I thought you were going to play queen b1 check or something. Holy cow. Multiple blunders indeed.
It's okay. I recovered in the end.
Oh, you're going to have a passed a pawn. Well, you have two of them, actually. That was nice of him to set up the bishops like that.
Indeed.
You got to.
I'm trying to keep the games exciting, and you need a blunder or two in order for that to happen.
You got to send him a thank you card.
Let's play bishop d4, queen f2.
These guys don't give up on you, though.
They treat me like dirt.
Truly.
Oh, I thought I had made. All right. Good game.
Yeah. Oh. That was nice. Well, Eric, I'm gonna have to.
When you cancel, I'm canceling now. So the show can't go on without you because I've won all my games with you here, and if you
it's
leave,
impressive.
I feel empty. I feel empty. So If you're leaving, you're calling the show off. You're the one.
Okay.
You're the
don't
one
wanna
killing the relationship. You're the one ending things.
don't want to
Rana.
put quite like that. But the football screams are in the background. You're absolutely right, Nikolai Nikolaev. But it's 0-0, and my gosh.
You're leaving me for a 0-0.
Yeah. No pressure, Yaz. Just getting blackmailed. I know. I mean, just, putting me under lock and key over here. And I'm going to see you in St. Louis.
I will see you in St. Louis. I'll come by in June.
You're going to come by in June.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's really, really good. And I'm going to watch you play a blitz elimination with some very, very strong grandmasters.
That's right. That's right.
Lanier's former world blitz champion.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in with a shout.
You're in with a shout. And by the way, you've been challenged. The world champion Justin of Crazy House is challenging you to a bug house match.
Yes,
you and Amon.
me and Amon
Canada
against you and Justin.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you guys on.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to figure out how to make that happen.
Well, we will. Yeah.
And the crowd's got to join us. So the idea is, I'm going to have as my partner the world champion in Crazy House, which is basically one-man Siamese or one-man bug. And can we cooperate against this horrifying Canadian duo?
You'll have to tune in to find out. We're going to organize that at some point.
Exactly. Yeah. So if the audience thinks that will be fun, we're going to make that happen.
We just had security arrive, Yasser.
I can. That's where I take my cue, Eric.
That's where you take your cue.
Security arrives.
Security is here. The stream must end.
Exactly.
If you guys like this will go on YouTube. We'll cut out the parts where Yasser made fun of me, and only compliments will be allowed.
Exactly. And you can embellish them. You can put them in quote marks too, like when I say "nice one, Eric."
yes, the caption.
Exactly. All right, everybody.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday for Norway Chess.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.